Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and today I want to discuss this age-old debate about what is better and stock or options. So I want to compare these two, and hopefully that would make your decision clear as well, whether to go with outright owning the stock or go and buy a call option, right? So just to keep things simple, I'm gonna compare buying a stock and doing a call option, right? So basically buying a call. I'm not going to too much detail on other option strategies in this, just to keep the comparison simple for us, right? Okay, so to start, I want to start with an example, and then I will go to specific pros and cons that you will have. Hopefully while explaining the example, you would be able to know the differences of owning the stock versus options, right? Okay, so I'm going to take Apple as an example. So Apple is trading today at around 234 something. I'm just to keep calculation simple and easy to understand, I'm gonna say that Apple, let's say today is trading as 230, right? So if you want to buy 100 shares of Apple, you will have to pay $23,000, right? That's the amount of money that you will have to pay to buy 100 shares of Apple, right? Now that, compare that to an option, right? So in options case, I wanna just take an example of something far out in the expiry. When you buy a call option and you buy far out, you kind of try to mimic what gain you will have by outright owning the stock, right? So if you look at this chart, right, the options chart for the Apple, you will see that I'm just gonna go on this, I'm just gonna go, let's say 50 days out, right? So Jan 17th expiry I'll go, and on this, if I'm going for I'm just gonna go around 70 delta, because that's gonna give you 70% exposure of owning the stock. So if you wanna have to go for buying a call for Apple 230 strike price, you just paying 1050, right? So that's the amount of money you have to pay for one contract of Apple, right? Compare that to owning a stock, right? In stock case, you are paying $23,000. In this case, you're $1,050, right? Now let's say that Apple goes up $5, right? Tomorrow, let's say Apple goes $5 up to 235, right? So what will be your profit by owning the stock? Your profit would be, in this case, will be $500, right? So you would be, let's say you it goes up $5 and you sell that stock, right? So 23,500 minus 23,000, that's the $500 profit that you would make. Now let's compare that exact same thing with options, right? So in case of options, if the option goes up by $5, and because I told, right, there are a lot of calculation that goes behind calculating that premium price when the stock moves, but just to keep things simple, I'm just gonna take the delta example, right? So we took 70 delta. So if the strike price move by 5, you will have to, the new premium that you will have to pay, right, to buy that call option would be you can add that 70 multiplied by the 5, right? So 350. Just keep things simple, we'll say that it would be close to $1,400 for that option price. If you have to buy that option price, it will be $1,400. So you can, at that point, you are free to sell, right? So you bought that call option for 1,050, you sell it for 1,400, right? So that's the profit that you will have. So in terms of percentage, if you compare, right, that's where option shines, right, in comparison to buying stock outright, right? So in case of Apple, your percentage gain is only 2%, right? But compare that to options, your options gain in this case would be more than 70%, right? And you did not put that much money as well, you just put in $1,000, but you're gaining all that exposure, right? So that's the beauty of options. So here are the things that you gain or you benefit by doing option instead of stock, right? The first thing, it provides leverage. As you saw in the example, you had only $1,000 that you have to put. So if you had, let's say to start with, you had $25,000, your all the remaining capital that you have, that you can use to buy more call options, right? So that provides that leverage, that option provides that leverage to you. The second thing, you participate to almost complete upside movement, right? So if Apple moves up, you are gaining that all that exposure without even owning the stock, right? That's the beauty of options. The third is your loss is limited in the case of options, right? Because once you buy that option and let's say that Apple goes down, right? In case of a stock, it may be like you may be bag holding that stock for a very long time. You don't know, right? If the stock really goes and doesn't go in your favor, it could be a long holding stock in your portfolio that you can't do anything about it, right? In case of options, you just is your loss is limited, you just lose that much capital and then you move on to your next trade, right? Okay, so if options are really that great, then why people actually bother buying stocks, right? There must be some reason why stocks are maybe better than option, right? So let's talk about that. The first thing is that I discussed, right? In case of options, your money that you're putting to pay that premium, that money is gone if the stock doesn't move in a direction, right? So if in case of Apple, let's say if it goes in the opposite direction, the money that you put is completely gone. But in case of a stock, let's say it's Apple, right? So if it goes down for tomorrow, but you maybe if you hold it, it might come back, right? So the loss that you see is your unrealized loss, right? You're not actually losing that money, but in case of options, you're actually losing that money. That's your realized loss. The second thing is the dividend, right? Because you don't own any stock, you can't participate on this dividends income, right? You're not going to get any dividend if it is a dividend stock. And the third thing is you are running against time in case of option, right? Like I explained in the example if of Apple, the expiry date was Jan 17, right? So by Jan 17, your stock should move in your favor. Otherwise you're going to lose that money, right? But in case of owning the stock, you don't have that time foundation, right? You are holding that stock, you can hold it for as long as you want that stock to recover or you want that stock to go up, right? So that's the advantage that all stocks gives you. Okay, before closing this topic, right, I just want to leave you with one thought, right? There is one alternate that you can do to minimize the downside of the options that we saw, right? And that's the selling the option, and that's where I mostly promote in my channel. So do subscribe, guys. There are a lot of things that you gain, you whatever advantage that you saw, right? You can keep that and you don't have to lose that money every time, right? Because of the other side of options. So this video is gonna be long if I start explaining that. There are a lot of videos in my channel and I'm planning to make a lot more, so do subscribe for that. That was it, guys, for this video. I hope you gained some perspective between stocks and options. Again, if you have any questions in this, do put your questions down in the comment below and I will respond to them. I'll talk to you in my next video. Till then, happy investing. Bye bye.